So this is my review of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on Gamecube, but I'm also gonna compare it to the HD remaster, or yeah, it's a remaster because they fixed some of the problems in my view, that the GameCube had in lots of ways. I haven't actually played the Dreamcast one, so I can't comment on how better it was than the GameCube. But one of the issues I had with the GameCube, even though this was like the game that made me a Sonic fan. I mean, I did like Sonic 3, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube sold me basically. And I was so hyped up about new Sonic games like Sonic Heroes and such. It was awesome. I mean, life was good basically. It was just fun games. But I think that one problem that the GameCube had, which is fixed in the HD remaster, which you can find on Steam or consoles like PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, as it is currently nowadays. Um, I mean, I assume you can find it on the PS5, but I'm sure. But you can at least get it on Xbox Series X because I'm playing it on that one. The reason why I'm playing the GameCube is because I kind of want to sort of have a little bit of an anniversary before the Sonic 3 movie comes out, and this was kind of a game that was like I wanted a GameCube, but I owned a PS2 back then, so I couldn't afford both consoles. It was either or neither, So PS2 was like the console that I owned, and I don't regret that because I had lots of good games on that one, man. But Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was like the game that got me envious of the GameCube back then. Um, but it hasn't aged the best because the HD remaster that came on consoles and Steam, which you can buy it actually on Steam if you go on Steam library now. It just fixed some of the bugs that the GameCube had, and I can mention it. Um, One of the main problem that I had with the GameCube, I'm not sure if this affects the American one, but for some reason this was also in Sonic Heroes. If you went with the 50 hertz aspect ratio, well, basically, if you press the jump button, for some reason it will automatically homing attack forward, even if you just want to jump and then press something else. But no, in this game, on the GameCube at least, like Sonic Heroes in 50 hertz. I mean, I always pick in 60 hertz because why would I be stupid to play the unplayable one? But uh, so Sonic Heroes don't have this issue because I always pick the 60 hertz version. If I pick the 50 hertz, then it's gonna be like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube. But basically the problem is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube has this bug where if you press the jump button, it will automatically just jump forward with yeah, it just jumps forward for some random reason. And this is the worst case is if you fight the egg golem. I think is the boss name. The giant statue in the pyramid, basically the boss there. This is like the worst time to have this because you have to jump accurately to hit the spots, and with Sonic this is just impossible. Um, and basically, and I also had this problem with the gadget level, with the switches and such, because you have to. You kind of have to have some accuracy on jumps there, otherwise you're just gonna jump into stuff that you don't want to. So yeah, GameCube, I would essentially rate a 6 out of 10. It's fun, it's engaging. So despite these flaws, you are still gonna have a fun time with this, because it's Sonic and it's just awesome. There's just lots of exciting stuff. Like Cityscape being like the best introduction to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, basically. And HD Remaster, I would say 8 out of 10 because they fixed so much of the problems that the GameCube had. So it's maybe it's an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. Now, some of the complaints I heard, from I mean, there are some people just hate something being popular, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is one of them. So but I've heard some mixed views though. But like some don't like the mech levels, with Tails and Eggman, or the hunting levels with Knuckles and Rouge, and not everybody hates them. I mean, I don't mind them, but but I did grow up with people who didn't like them either. So it's like a mixed view. I think some don't like it, some don't like it, and some are okay with it. I think it's like a mixed thing, and everybody loves the Sonic and Shadow stage, with the fast speed and momentum, and it's just awesome. And yeah, it's the most fun part of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I think, with Sonic and Shadow. And then also the Chaw Garden is cool. Just feeding the Chaw and being a good parent. But um, but I don't think this is like inaccurate to what they are. Like Tails is like a genius, so he's always in a mech. So why wouldn't he be? And it fits Eggman too. And obviously Knuckles, he's like basically a guy who climbs around, and yeah, so it kind of fits with their narrative. And Rouge is a new character, so that's a thing. I guess I never got the whole idea of her, being sexy. I know she's kind of has that sex appeal, but people made like a big deal about it online or something. I don't know. I guess I always imagine her as some kind of someone from New York who reads New York Times or something. I don't know. That's just my impression I got of her. Some classy jazz type of person. I don't know. But that's I guess my innocent 11-year-old mind thought so. I don't know. But either way, yeah. So I do kind of understand that people maybe have wished Tails and Knuckles to be more about getting to the goal and just fight their way through. Like in Sonic 3, like. And I do think that would be a best idea for a 3D Sonic game. Would be just be take Sonic the Hedgehog free and just turn it 3D, and just get to the goal in the way that their abilities works. Like Tails flies and Knuckles soar in the skies and climbs around and punches. So I do get why people may prefer a more traditional Sonic game rather than introducing some new stuff. So I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I don't think this ruins the game in my view. I think this is one of the best free Sonic games made so far. But I do think Sega with the new game Sonic Frontiers, they have made some actual improvements on making Sonic actually being good again. Because I never liked the whole boost to win mechanic, just pressing a button and crash through the enemies. I always found that to be kind of lazy. But with Sonic Frontiers, you are actually not doing that. You have a boost button, but it's more just to get you faster. It's not like you can't like run through them. And I think that was genius design by Sega. So you have to actually attack them now if you want to attack enemies. And yeah, in my view, this is like the right thing to do. I think this is the right direction that Sega should focus Sonic on, and I hope that they get Tails and Knuckles back. Just explore around and get to the goal type of gameplay. And just try to think Sonic 3, but in 3D. I think that would be like it might be like the best Sonic game if they did that. But I'm very optimistic after playing Sonic Frontiers. It's a great game, but as for the crown jewel of what made Sonic, just awesome back then, I would say Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is absolutely worth checking out. So if you have like Steam, like Steam, on PC, or whether you find it on console, it's also very cheap too. So you're also saving a lot of money by buying it. So it's definitely worth checking out. I think the only negative thing about it is the camera. The camera has uh, yeah, in lots of ways, the games back then didn't have good camera, so it is gonna automatically adjust for you. So you may have some trouble with the camera sometimes. This is not like the worst game to do that, but it has some camera issues, so just be warned. I think it kind of used the whole shoulder pad camera adjustment, so it's not the best camera. That's the only like objectively negative thing about this game in terms of if you buy it like on Steam or consoles, basically. But it's still a fun experience. I highly recommend it. So yeah, you should absolutely try this out. It's awesome. So yeah, thank you for listening to this review, and bye.